Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to a great day of learning. We're your teachers today. I'm Miss Amanda, and I have a very special guest with me. This is my little sister, Miss Allison. She'll be teaching with me today.
I'm so excited to be with all of you. I'm here because we are learning about a special sound today. We'll teach you all about the sound in just a few moments.
That is right. But first, I'd like to share some learning goals with you, okay? Now, we're going to blend some sounds into words today. We're also going to read a new story, one of my favorite parts, and we're going to write a sentence. Our focus standards today are RF.1.2, 3, and 4, and RI.1.10.
Miss Amanda, I am ready to get these scholars started today. Can I go ahead and share with them our new sound?
Absolutely. Take it away, little sis.
Okay, friends. I am a radiographer, so I help people take care of their bodies by performing tests on people when there's a problem with some of their bones. That's why we have our clinic clothes on today. So, now sometimes when people come into my clinic in Laurel, Mississippi, they have broken their arm. Say arm.
Arm.
That R sound you hear in arm is our new sound. What's the sound? Great, R.
Ah, Miss Allison, I have a little something for us today. I want you to put this on.
Why are we putting on eye patches?
Just trust me. Go ahead, put it on. Aha! Isn't that interesting? We are putting on eye patches because I like to call our sound today the pirate sound because it says R. See?
Okay. Now I understand. So friends, help us with the pirate sound, R.
Aha, see? Now, let's practice some words with this new sound. As you say the words after me, listen to find out where that sound is located in the word. Is it at the beginning? Or maybe it's in the middle? Or maybe in the end? All right, so listen carefully. Here we go. Say arc, art, arch. There you go. Where was that R sound in those words?
If you said in the beginning, you got it right. Great job. Ready for some more? Say these words and listen to find where the R sound is. Farm, hard, cart, mark, lark. Where was the R sound in those words?
So, where was it? Where was that R sound? Of course, it was in the middle. All right, now say these words. Listen carefully for the R sound. Car, jar, far, star, tar.
Okay, so where did you hear those R sounds? That's right, at the end of these words.
Perfect. Now, since we're familiar with the R sound, all right, we want you to listen to some words while we play a little game, all right? Now, Miss Allison doesn't always like to play games with me because I usually win.
I'm not sure about that.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right, so Miss Allison, let's put our pirate patches back on. Because this is our pirate sound, R. All right, looking nice, looking nice. All right, You're a lovely pirate in your clinical clothes.
Thank you.
Now, we are going to yell out R when we hear the R sound in the words. Now, I want you to keep in mind, some of the words will not have the R sound. All right, you'll only say R when you hear that sound. All right, if you do not hear the sound, give us the no signal. Okay.
All right, first word, park. R. Next word, kid. Good job. You should have given the no signal. How about bat? No, no, no. Cart. R.
You are all experts. All right, let's do a few more. Okay. What about shark? R. Book? No, no, no. How about chart? R. Okay. Yard. R. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Cart. R.
I must say, they are experts at R.
I agree. Fantastic job. Now, since you are experts, let's learn how to write the sound R. Okay? We've learned that ER says okay? Remember when we talked about this earlier in one of our earlier episodes? ER says all right? It's important to remember, like the letter E, when it's represented with E and an R, it's going to change that sound. The R makes the E say something different. Remember? Her, verb, and term. All right? So just like with the letter E and the letter R, the letter A does not make the same sound anymore when it's paired up with that R.
Great point. Let's listen to this word. Tap. Now, listen to this word. Tar. Notice how the R changed the sound of the A?
I did.
So we see that R is spelled with AR.
All right, so let's practice skywriting that sound, all right? And we're going to use the letters AR to represent R, all right? So hold up your skywriters. Here we go. Let's do our A, and then let's do our R. Remember, that says R. Excellent. Now that we know that R is spelled with AR, let's work together to spell some words with R on them. Now, Miss Allison has already showed you one word, and that word was tar. So we'll put that here beside the AR. All right? Now, let's try another one. How about this word? Let's break it down. R. Car, right? So we know that we have the AR sound at the end, and the word is car, all right? So I could say, my new car is blue. So we'll add that to our R chart. Now we have tar, car.
Great work. Our next word is barn. I could say, I saw a barn in the field. Say the word barn.
Barn.
Let's break that down. B-R-N. Nice. Now, let's spell it. You knew it. We'll show you the word. You got it right.
Yes, AR is spelled the R sound. You are on a roll, all right? Here's our next word, okay? Say far. Let's break it down. R. Now we want you to spell it. There it is. F-A-R. You spelled it, far. You knew that F said F, and the sound R is spelled with A-R. Perfect.
All right. That's great work, Miss Amanda.
I agree.
I think these scholars are ready for our next move.
Okay? All right. So, we're going to read a story together. You know, I told you that was my favorite part. I love to read.
Yes.
So important for us, right? And the story is about the Green Fern Zoo. All right. Now, the Green Fern Zoo is a made-up zoo. It's a made-up place, all right? And the character, Vern, is also made up. However, the information that we're going to read in this story is all about different types of animals at the zoo, and it's all true. All right, we call these types of stories informational text.
And interestingly, at the zoo, there are people like me who take x-rays
That's right.
of bones, except they are animal bones.
Right. Now, even animals need specialized care just like humans, right? And like those specialists, we need to know some of the specific things about animals. So we're going to share some words that I want you to be sure that you know before we read the story. We want to be sure we know the meaning of those words, all right? That helps us to comprehend or understand what we're reading.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Well, in that case, it's time for me to pull out my vocabulary basket.
Oh, interesting, a vocabulary basket.
It's a vocabulary basket.
Well, it certainly is.
In this basket, I have some words.
Okay.
So we'll use these words to match to the correct definition here on our board.
I've got it. So let's go with our first word. Pull us out one, Miss Allison. What do we have?
Creeks.
Ah, creeks. I know about creeks. Let's look up here at our list of vocabulary meanings. I know that creeks, those are streams of water, but they're smaller than rivers. So I'm going to put it up here to remind us that creeks are streams of water, but they're smaller than rivers. All right, pull us another one.
Okay, our next word is squid.
Interesting, squid.
I'll hand that
Do
one to
you-
you.
Do you see squid in creeks? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So I'm going to look for something. Oh, look, friends. A type of animal, a mollusk actually, that lives and swims in the ocean. So he is a saltwater animal, squid.
Squid.
All right, what's next?
Okay, let's see. Oh, this is a big one. Okay.
Ooh.
Bed of a creek.
Now, we just talked about creeks. All right, we know that they're streams of water. They're smaller than rivers, So I think it's going to be the bottom of a creek, and it's made up of sand and rock.
I think you're right. Perfect.
Nice.
Okay,
So
we got a few more.
We know about creeks. We know about the bed of a creek now. We know about squid. We have a few more.
Got a few more.
Okay, let's go into
Okay.
that basket.
We'll shake it up. All right, let's see. So the next one is reef. Reef.
Now we've mentioned creeks. We've mentioned oceans.
Yes.
A reef is not found in a creek.
No, it is not.
So let's see. A ridge of sand or a chain of rocks underwater in the ocean.
That's right.
That's what a reef is. It's a ridge of sand or a chain of rocks, and that's going to be underwater in the ocean.
Yes.
All right.
Good job. Okay, let's see. Okay, this may be my favorite one.
Okay.
Okay, y'all ready? We.
That makes me think of a wee little kitten. So wee means small.
Small, that's
what
right.
that means. All right. All right, do we have any more?
Have a few more.
Okay, all right, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, this is a good one. Gills.
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 Gills. Now, I know it's going to be a part of a fish,
Yes.
but it's a special part.
Yes.
All right, now, Miss Allison, I noticed that you have a fish up here.
I do. I brought a fish today.
Right?
Yes.
And the gills are actually the part of the fish that help them breathe.
Yes. These parts right here. Right there.
Aha. So, here, parts of a fish that allow it to breathe. Gills. All right?
Perfect. Okay, I think we have one more.
One more.
One
I'm
more.
ready. I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, the next one is fins.
Fins. Fins. All right, also part of a fish.
Yes.
Right? Let's go back to Miss Allison's fish that she brought for us to share today.
Yes.
Where are the fins on the
So
fish?
the fins are in a couple places. This is a big fin right
Uh-huh,
here,
uh-huh.
and also a smaller one in the front right here.
So that lets me know that a fin is a part of a fish that helps it move along in the water.
You're correct.
That's it. Nice job, friends. Whoa! We talked about creeks, the word we, bed of a creek, reef, fins, gills, and squid. Nice
Pretty good,
job.
yeah.
Nice job.
Look at all these new words. Amanda, Okay, is it time to read?
Is it?
I think it is.
I think it is.
I think
too.
it is.
All right. Almost.
Okay.
Almost. All right.
Almost.
Let's look at some words that we're going to see in our text today. All right. Here on the board, I have a few words that are a bit tricky.
Okay.
Okay. So I want us to go over them. All right. So let's look at this first word. We know that the letter B makes the B sound. And because this is an open syllable, this is going to say B-E. We know the letter C says K. And AU says aw. S says S. And here is a silent E. It doesn't make any sound. So let's decode that word. Because. Because. The word is because. Friends, you read that. Because. Nice job. All right. Let's look at this word. This word starts with the letter H, and we know that H says h, right? And this part of the word is going to say ear. Ear. The word is here. So friends, you say it. You've got it. Perfect. All right? I see this other tricky word also. All right? This sound makes the sound. And E-R-E is going to say air in this word. Ready? Air. The word is where? Friends, say that word. You've got it. I knew that you could decode those words even though they were a little tricky. Now, some other words we have are decodable, all right? And look, some of them have our R sound in them, all right? We can read these for sure.
Right. Let's read them together.
Okay?
Remember, you never have to guess at a word.
Never.
You have all the tools you need to decode or say the word or say the sounds in a word.
That's exactly right. So let's do that. Let's decode these words. Ready? Arcs. What's the word? Marks. Here we go. You know that SH says sh. Ready? Sh. Arcs. Sharks. Nice job. Let's go down. M. Swim. Ready? Now notice something a little different about this one. Remember, we have a sneaky E there. It's going to make that I say its name. Ready? Let's decode. I-D. Hide. Here we go. Ready? Squid. Squid. And shrimp. Shrimp. Excellent work, friends. I knew they could do it.
Oh, absolutely.
I knew it.
Absolutely. Okay, now, Miss Amanda, can we read our story?
We can do it.
Yes.
All right. You can identify the main topic of our story, though, as you begin to read. All right. You can ask yourself, what is the story all about? All right. Often that title will tell us the topic of the story, or maybe what the story is going to be about. So we'll read today's story, all right, and learn the names of different types of animals that you can see swimming at the Green Fern Zoo. Great. All right. Friends, take a look at your screen. Let's read through this story together. I noticed that this is our friend Vern. Let's see what he's sharing with us today. The title is Things That Swim. I hope you kids like things that swim because this is the room where we keep all the fish. The fish here are trout. A trout is a fish that swims in cool lakes and creeks. You can see that they have lots of spots and marks. Lots of spots and marks. The spots and marks help the trout hide. They make the trout look a lot like the sand on the bed of a creek.
I noticed you read one of our tricky words. Because. Excellent work. Did you notice some of the words with the R sound? Mark and marks?
Yes.
Keep using those great decoding skills as we read more of the text.
All right. Here's the big fish that makes all of the wee fish run and hide. This is the reef shark. It has that name because it likes to make its home close to a reef where there are lots of fish. Now, friends, I noticed that I said a word in place of another word in our story. I want to go back and fix that. This is a reef shark. It has that name because it likes to make its home close to a reef where there are lots of fish. You can see that the reef shark has fins and has a set of gills on its side. You cannot see them from here, but this shark has lots of sharp teeth in its mouth. Would a reef shark bite you? Well, you are not the lunch this shark would like best. A reef shark likes to feed on squid, crabs, and shrimp. But it would be smart not to get the reef shark mad at you all the same.
Excellent reading, scholars.
Yes.
You remembered your decoding skills as you read many words and several words with the R sound.
You did. It was so good. So good.
Now, let's see what you learned from our text.
Okay.
What is the main topic of today's story? Yes, the topic of today's story is things or animals that swim at the zoo.
Now, what types of animals were in today's story? The types of animals are things that swim.
Yes.
You knew it. Now, I wonder if you can name the types of fish that were in the text.
There you go. The fish described in today's story are trout and sharks. Where would you find a trout?
Of course, you could find that trout in cool lakes and creeks. All right. Now, why might a trout hide in the creek or in the creek bed? It might hide there to keep from being eaten by other animals caught by the fishermen. All right? That was really good comprehension from our scholars.
Absolutely.
I'm really proud of you. Miss Allison, I wonder if anybody at your clinic would be interested in what we've learned today while we've read.
I think they would be. Absolutely. I'm positive. So my coworkers are very interested in animals.
They are.
We don't always just only love people. We love animals too.
Right.
But how will we let them know since they're all at work today?
I'm not sure. I've got it. We can write a sentence and tell them all about what we learned in the story.
I think we should. We should do it. Let's write it. The doctors, nurses, and other clinicians at my clinic will be so proud of what you learned today.
Absolutely. All right, so you grab your paper and pencil, and I'm going to remind you about sentences. Remember, a sentence always starts with a capital letter, always ends with a punctuation mark.
Yes.
And it always makes sense.
Yes.
All right, so
Good reminders.
let's think of what we want to say. Oh, I heard some good thoughts. Did you hear that?
I did. There's one. Trouts and sharks swim and have gills. That is some valuable information. Let's share that with them.
Let's do it. All right, so I have my paper here, and we're going to write our sentence. Trout and sharks swim and have gills. Here we go. I'm always going to remember to start with a capital letter. Trout and sharks. Notice I have a plural noun here, sharks. Swim and have gills, ending it with a punctuation mark.
Good. Let's check that sentence though, okay?
Okay.
Capital letter, yes. We had the capital letter. Ending punctuation,
There it is.
yes.
Aha.
Does our sentence make sense?
Trout and sharks swim and have gills.
Yes.
It does.
You are great sentence writers.
Definitely. Check to make sure that your sentence looks like ours. Miss Allison, we've done so much today. We've learned new words, we've sounded out words, read words, and even written a sentence. Whew. I have enjoyed our time together. Have you had a good time?
Absolutely, always.
Thank you. We are so proud of you, friends. Please join us next time for more fun and learning. All rights and credits for today's lesson belong to Core Knowledge Language Arts. We would like to thank them for publicly sharing these valuable resources. The views and opinions expressed in this lesson are those of the Core Knowledge authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the Mississippi Department of Education. Thank you so much for joining us today, friends. We'll see you next time.